Hello and welcome back. This is David from the Personal Finance Squad. We are in Creating the Budget Exercise 3, Credit Card to Pay Bills. So what we're talking about here is that a credit card is often used by people to pay their bills and several expenses, meaning leftover spending money, whatever you want. So many people have several of them, so it's a lot of maintenance. So we pulled a section out of here in Chapter 2 of Section 2.3 to take a quick review of what you need to do. In this exercise, this is more about making sure that you understand how to manage this right now and that you account for it as you build this budget out. What we're saying is that you're going to need a credit card line item, and you may need more than one, depending on how many cards you have. I would suggest to have a main credit card so that you know where everything's going, because it's less maintenance to go back and forth to other cards to find out where things are being tracked. In some cases, you might not have that ability if you've maxed out your cards, but eventually, if you can get this debt paid off, you really want to go with one card. But nevertheless, you do what you need to do. But what we're saying here is that there's a little more maintenance here to track the credit card. So again, how many line items you need is up to you based on the cards you have, but we're going to use one piece for an example here. So you can see in this case that there was $100 spent that, in this case, Jasper in the budget said, okay, this goes to the credit card, but it's free spending. So this comes off my number, leaving me $603. And then we know that he spent $300 each on student loan and child care, and that zeroed it out. So he has spent $700 on the credit card. So the good thing is he's knocked these bills out, and he has $603 left here. But in order to maintain this properly, that means the credit card needs to be paid on its own. So let's just take a loose example here. Let's just say that there's 603 remaining as it looks, and we know that 700 was already added. And that means there's $1,303 left in the budget. So in an ideal budget, we would have 1,303 remaining, and then that means you could figuratively go in to the credit card company and pay them $700, and that would leave $603 left, which is what we saw up here with the remaining spending money. So that's a loose example, but that's how it works. You have to maintain that, so it's another step you must do. We talked about spending money, where some people like to have a separate tracking sheet to see what they put on there. You may have to do that with the credit card if you need more discipline to require you to understand where your money's going. Now, the other thing you can do with credit cards, and this is the way we'd like it in the squad, is that have an automatic monthly payment that knocks out your entire statement balance on the credit card so that you do not accrue interest. And that's okay too, and that would keep you from coming in and paying off $700 every time. But again, you need to do things the way it works. So if you want to come in and knock out a chunk of money in any given month as it adds up, do what you need to do. Okay, so that's going to do it for this section, and we will get into exercise 4, which are the supplemental items in the budget that we need to build out, and we will go from there. So thanks for joining, and we will see you there.